two will get their oil checked early. It's the Miami Hurricanes. Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're playing at home, and they're trying to take advantage of this home crowd and try to build some momentum early. You don't see a lot of onside kicks to start the game. They tried it, but it failed, and now we're going to have to see what their defense can do, taking the field right away.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Bailey. Left side, it's Vaughn. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He's got it on the move. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Canes in the hurry-up. They'll run it on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Trying to barge in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Brown. Turns on the Jets. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in, because this passing attack, it's lethal, because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. You got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. It'll be they'll run him again. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tells the run, wants to pass. Escapes trouble. Under pressure. They get to him as he throws. Out wide right, it's Pringle. Defender got caught, little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Sells to fake. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the...
Caught, and he's got room. The tag! He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on first and goal. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Canes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Saying. Rushes on. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Touchdown, Miami! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Right side, it's Jackson. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Sayin. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Running inside, it's Pringle. Nowhere to go. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Finds his target down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Working that left side. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds a crease, it's Pringle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And he avoids the sack.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Saying, look out! And he gets it away. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Saying. Left side is Marsh. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback changing the play. Saying back to the air. At the 40, there he goes. Makes the grab and room to run. Knocked down, but he... Timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Throwing, Saying. With the catch, it's Brown. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moves the pocket. It's Saying. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Trying to squeak through the pile. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Out wide left, it's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's Sayin to throw. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Left side, it's Vaughn. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Takes a hit as he fires.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Right side, it's Vaughn. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with Appalachian State taking on the Baylor Bears. And it's the Mountaineers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win
and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Saying. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Powers through the defender. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points coming courtesy of that spectacular 86-yard run to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Out wide right, it's Vaughn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. To the air, it's Bailey. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just got rid of that one.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run there. Just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Snapped on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
3rd quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Brown. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You all week against the scout team. They've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Swapped immediately.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Making the adjustment. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Got a man. It's Alexander. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And I tell you what, I know it's little, when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them. But, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Jackson. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. On the ground, it's Jackson. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Got an alley. Turning it on. Touchdown Buckeyes. They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Drops back. It's Bailey. Oh, pressure's coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along.
First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Zayin makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Zayin from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead, kick a field goal here, and make this a 2-possession game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the ground. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
2nd and long here. These corners going to give them some space. To the air, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 now. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away. By going down inbounds, you're doing exactly that.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to power it in. Defense all over it.
Well, the defense finally able to play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. He scores for the 5th time in this game. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Quick give. It's Pringle. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game.